Hi everyone, it is Tom Jurassic back here today on Jurassic Collectibles, and today I am very excited to be taking a look at the LEGO Ideas set 21320 for ages 16 plus, retails for £55, and this is the Dinosaur fossil set. So it is a set which a LEGO fan created as part of LEGO Ideas, which you can see here. And if we bring it in, this is a very, very special set. We have a Tyrannosaur skeleton, a human skeleton, a Pteranodon skeleton. You can see the LEGO Ideas logo here, a Triceratops skeleton, and also a paleontologist minifigure with some tools. So if we lay the box down, you can see 1:1 scale, LEGO 21320. Some of the builds on the side of the box, which look fantastic. The information underneath the box, and the builds again on the other side. And just taking a look at the back of the box, getting that in focus for you guys, you can see these builds look fantastic. The Tyrannosaur build is 15.4 inches wide. The Pteranodon build 5.1 inches wide, and the Triceratops build 10.6 inches wide. And it also has a little outline which highlights where the musculature would have been on each of these animals. So this is a LEGO Ideas project, so the idea here is you share your idea, gather support. When you hit 10,000 supporters, it goes to LEGO Review, and then if it meets their criteria, it becomes a LEGO product, which obviously this set before us has. So, not a Jurassic Park set, but definitely something which will go hand in hand with your LEGO Jurassic Park and Jurassic World sets. I know I'm personally really excited to not only build these, but also see how they scale up to the other dinosaurs in the LEGO line. So, without any further ado guys, we're going to open this up and I'm going to take a look at this set. Okay, so as you guys can see, I have completed building the LEGO skeleton set. We have got the Tyrannosaurus Rex on the left, the Pteranodon Longiceps in the middle, and then the Triceratops Horridus on the right. Now this also comes with a paleontologist and a LEGO Sapiens, as you can see. And all in all, it's a pretty cool little set, based on, like I said, the idea that one LEGO fan had. Now, one thing I do want to pretext with, these are definitely not in scale with your Jurassic World dinosaurs. They are much, much larger, so we're not going to do any comparisons. We're just going to look at these products as they come. So without any further ado, we will jump in and take a look at the Pteranodon and the paleontologist and his box of stuff, because that came first. Then the Triceratops and the LEGO skeleton, and then lastly the Tyrannosaurus. So let's see what the Pteranodon's like. Okay, so here we have the Pteranodon, the paleontologist, and the paleontologist box of tools out of the packaging. And I don't know why I said out of the packaging then, because you guys saw them in the last shot, but there you go. If we bring the paleontologist in a little bit closer, just see if we can get that to focus on him. You can see really, really nice yellow skin colour tone for him. Nice safari shirt detailing. He is holding a LEGO bone accessory and a magnifying glass. And he has got dual moulded legs with dark tan trousers and dark brown boots, which look fantastic. And there is also some great print on the back of the figure there. If we just take that back down here for a second, put it there. You can then see he also does come with a lovely box of accessories, and these are absolutely awesome. There is lots of cool stuff in here, so I'll empty it out and bring it up one by one. We have got the book that he comes with, which, as you can see there, has got a dinosaur bone inside it. That can also be closed, and the minifigure can grip it on the side there, as you can see. Really cool. We have got the LEGO egg piece, if I can just get that to come into focus. As you can see there, again, looks great. We have got the kind of... I'll have to put my hand in front of that to get that to focus. It's basically a Lego lipstick piece, but it's used to represent a brush, almost. Again, another really cool piece. A chisel. You can see there. Looks really good. It's in kind of a metallic silver type colour. Looks awesome. A kind of chisel hammer, which you can see there. Again, minifigure accessory. A red mug, because which Lego set isn't complete without a gimmicky mug, as you can see there. And then a bone, which you can see there. So all of that comes in this nice little Lego container piece, as you see there. So that kind of brings the focus off of those items. If we then bring the Pteranodon a little bit closer, you can see this is a lovely looking piece. If we zoom in, wait for that to focus. So you can see the face here, we've got the moving jaw. All of this is also on a ball joint, so you can actually articulate, as you can see. This here can be articulated back and forth. The figure on the podium it's sitting on can also be articulated. You can see it's leaning forward slightly at the moment. We can angle that upwards. And you can see we do have really nice wings as well, which are angled all the way back and which look fantastic. So really, really cool details on this one. Like I say, if we bring that brightness down a bit, it is quite a large model. It's got quite a decent wingspan to it. You can see they go out, and there's lots of different joints all throughout, so you can kind of get different poses working with it. In terms of what I would recommend, I'd recommend kind of trying to just pose it as they do in the instruction manual. It is quite frail, so it will be a little bit difficult to pose. But again, bringing that brightness down, you can see it's a really, really nice piece. The only thing I'm not a fan of is the grey joints. I wish they were white. Again, here as well. You can argue that that might be metal support rods and things like that, because they do have them on skeletons in museums. But I just think they're an unfortunate detractor from what is otherwise a really, really nice kind of paleo-accurate build. You can see it did lean forward a little bit there as well. Balancing can be a bit of an issue on this guy, but overall it's pretty decent. And you can see, if we get that in focus, it does say Pteranodon longiceps there as well. So overall, although like I say, does have a few balancing issues, this is quite a nice rendition of the Pteranodon. Looks great, will look great in your Lego collections no doubt, and is a really, really nice addition to any kind of Lego dinosaur collection. So that's the Pteranodon and also the paleontologist, who we will just bung down here. Maybe not. Are you going to balance? Nope. Okay, so that is those guys kind of looked at. We'll now move on to the Triceratops and also the Sapien skeletons. So let's take a look at those. The Triceratops horridus is our next item to look at here, as you guys can see. I'll turn that brightness down a little bit so it stands out a bit more from the background there, because you can see it's mainly white pieces. Up first we do get, as you can see there, a little Lego skeleton. And this says Lego Sapiens, as you can see there. It's wearing the fedora, looks really cool, has got the normal articulation of a Lego minifigure, and comes on a little display plinth. So really, really nice little addition to this set. And then obviously the main part of this bag is the Triceratops. Now you can see, if we zoom in on the head and kind of twist it to the side, really, really nice detail on the head here. The horns look great. You don't have an opening jaw on this one, but you can articulate the head somewhat. Moving across the body, you have got some really nice ribcage details, some feet detailing, which looks fantastic here. Really nice display stand. You can see the stand is black, looks great. Has got the sign underneath there which says Triceratops horridus. If I actually try and... this could go colossally wrong, but it hasn't, luckily. You can see that there. Looks very nice and just clips onto 2 studs. And we do then also have the tail of the creature as well, if I just get that in focus, where we get some articulation. So pretty cool overall. You can see, apologies for the fireworks in the background by the way, they're slightly distant now, so I'm hoping we'll be alright. But you can see some tan colour, mainly white colours though, looking pretty good for the Triceratops overall. Like I say, this is a large scale skeleton, so obviously this guy is the size of a Lego minifigure, so when you compare it you can see that this is going to be a lot bigger than the other Lego Triceratops that we have. But with all that said, it is nice. It's got some decent articulation. My only gripe is these pieces here are very easy to come off. You can see if I go to lift it, they pull off straight away. And also these pieces here, you'll find because it's a skeleton, a lot of different pieces are only attached by 1 stud. So it can be very easy to knock things off, especially the front of the head here as well. But beyond that, it looks nice aesthetically. Obviously this is mainly a display piece, so you're going to have it sitting on a shelf, and for that purpose I think it's very, very nice and very fitting, and certainly looks like a great addition to the Lego collection. So that is the Triceratops from the set. Now we're going to move on to the Tyrannosaurus, which I'm really excited to look at. So the Tyrannosaurus Rex is the final model in this pack, and as you can see it's a rather large one. If we bring it a little bit closer, it looks really, really impressive. Taking a look at that head sculpt, getting it in focus. You guys will notice the focus is a lot smoother. My camera has autofocus, and I never realised until now. But yeah, you can see if we get that brightness up a little bit. Nice opening jaw. Nice details all throughout for going through the eye sockets and whatnot, the nasal cavities. Then as we continue down, you can see the neck. The neck joints are a little loose. You can see doesn't really lock itself in place very well, which is a shame. But what can you do? Goes through into the body. The body, you've got nice spines going down the back. You've also got a rib cage. The arms here, which can come out, as you can see there, and can also go up and down. Quite cool. They've got individually articulated fingers as well. Then the legs come down to this display base here. If we get this in focus, you can see some nice details. And if I just pull this piece off, there we go. You can see, give it a second to focus itself. Come on camera, you can do it. There we go. Tyrannosaurus Rex. Some nice sticker detail. Looks really good. You can see the legs are cool. Comes up through to here where you've got some curvature for this. And then goes down into the tail where we have pieces on the underside which look really cool. And then comes down into this curve just here. Now all of this is articulated. I'm not going to play around with it on camera because as you can see it's very flimsy. But it certainly does have some degree of posability to it. Now if we move this back a little bit, get that head in focus again, you can see overall it's a nice looking model. I wouldn't say it is the best model that Lego have done for the line, but it's interesting, you know. It's got, I really like the head. I think the head's cool with the way there's gaps here and there. But then the body doesn't necessarily feel fully reminiscent of a T-Rex. Now I get it's hard to do it at this level of scale, but things like the coccyx muscle here, which is there on the actual Rex, just don't reflect as well in a Lego model, unfortunately. Now that said, it is a very, very nice rendition of the T-Rex. It uses white for the most part, although again the colours grey back here can be a little bit kind of off-putting, as can the joints here. I'm not entirely sure if Lego just didn't want to make the parts in a new colour, which would be white, or if there were perhaps stability issues with them being used in that material. But whatever issue it is, it's unfortunate because they do prevent it from looking as good as it could. And another thing to note, there is no leg articulation. The legs are used as a support mechanism here, so they come up and through into the body, and your main articulation is obviously here, here, and on the tail. But with that all said, the T-Rex is a nice model. It's the largest model in the set, and it's certainly got a nice presence about it. So with that all said, I suppose we will take a look at everything back together. So that has been your look at the LEGO Ideas Dinosaur Skeleton set. Overall, this is a really, really nice and unique LEGO set, but it does suffer from some unfortunate issues when it comes to the structure of the builds. Some elements of the different builds feel delicate, and while the end result aesthetically is very, very pleasing, the models are not particularly robust, and so I can picture them being frustrating for younger children. With that said, if you are an adult collector who this set is aimed at, because this is a 16 plus set, then I think you will really enjoy this, and you will appreciate being able to add these models to your shelves. They are as anatomically accurate as LEGO could get them at this scale with the piece counts that they have at their disposal, and I think that they have done a really nice job capturing the overall looks of the animals whom they are intending to represent. Obviously the T-Rex, like I said, some areas feel off, some areas feel a little bit better than others, but that said, overall all of them feel pretty damn consistent and pretty close to what they are trying to portray even. So with that all said, guys, if you're a big LEGO fan, I would recommend picking up this set. I could see somebody doing a cool Lockwood Manor mock with these skeletons, and I'd be very, very interested to see if somebody does do that. In the meanwhile, however, guys, I really hope you've enjoyed this review. Stay tuned here on Jurassic Collectibles for more content in the near future, and as always, guys, take care and have a great week.